Well, welcome back to Senior Travel Adventures. Today I have the pleasure of having my friend Martin Roza with me. So, Martin, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Debbie. I greatly appreciate it, and it's great to see you. It's been a while, nonetheless, but no, I just did return from a 3 month stay in Indonesia. That is a quite a length of time.
Well, during your trip, you shared a lot of things on social media and some pictures and things. And I was like, okay, this is very cool. So, what I was hoping was you could kind of like highlight the places that you saw. I know you saw so much in 3 months. We could take, 4 episodes to talk about it. So, you went to Jakarta, you went to Bali, you saw elephants. So, talk a little bit about that for us.
Okay, well, what got me there was the fact that my wife Elvie is from Indonesia. Lots of family there up in the village of Watame, which is near the main city of Manado, way up in the northeast of the country. So that was kind of like our home base. And right there, that's of course is where the Bunaken National Reserve is, which is world-class scuba diving, as well as the Tandano calderas, the mountains there where every 5 years there's a an emission of there's like an it erupts. That
Okay.
anyways, that hikers love to go up there and explore, and so it's a world class place for hikers to go for being able to see that kind of stuff. Um, uh, that was in Manado. It's predominantly Christian there. Now in Indonesia, the identifications that people have to carry that are Indonesian, they have to state their religion on that ID card. And in Manado, it's primarily Christian. In Jakarta, it's primarily Muslim. In Bali, it was primarily Buddhist and Hindu. Anyways,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. But there's a mutual respect there. I mean, when I was there, they really, Indonesia, of course, was a colony of the Dutch that they had for like 250 years. They're very infatuated with your nose.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to take pictures with you, and they infatuated with the nose. I don't get it, but they were they're such a peaceful people, very respectful, very respectful of their elders. And it was like it was a refreshment to see, if you know what I mean. Um,
Right.
yeah, and there's no real
We
stop
qualify
signs and yeah. There's no real stop
elders.
signs and traffic lights there, but everybody as traffic is merging in and out and crossing, everybody gives way to the other, and they give like a thank you honk and a you're welcome honk back. It was really quite the thing to see. But you don't want to drive there. No, you do not. It's something that and because the thing of it is, yeah, of course they drive on the other side of the road, but then uh, to hire a driver there, you can see our dollar goes quite a ways there. It only would cost us like $20 to hire a driver with his car, with his gas for the entire day to go
Wow.
wherever we would have to go. And it was like, it was a no brainer in that
Yeah.
sense.
I've heard
Um,
Asia, several places in Asia, Thailand, and some of the other places that it's very economical for travel. In fact, I saw some t people from the Thailand Board of Tourism at a recent travel show I went to, and they want people to come visit. And your dollar does go so much farther there than some of the other places. So a lot of my listeners and followers, they will always want to hear about Bali because Bali is just this mystical place. So tell me a little bit about Bali.
oh, Bali was magical. Um, First, we fly into Bali, but then we jump on a little island jumper and we fly to Labuan Bajo, okay, where we boarded a boat that it was like a dive boat with 8 guests and 4 crewmen, and that's where we cruised off to Komodo Island, where we were able to walk with those magnificent giants there, those Komodo dragons. It was one of those bucket list items that you have to do, in your
Right.
lifetime. And I was very happy to say that I did it. And then, of course, we go down and the water there is just beautiful, shallow, very pristine, and you snorkel with the manta rays, and that is just an incredible experience. And then at sunset, all the boats they end up in this one little cove, like, and then you see about at sunset, you see a million bats fly from one island to another. And I'm not talking about these like little bats. I'm talking about 3 foot wingspan bats. That was quite, and there's like, they said about a million of them that fly right
Wow.
over. It's just remarkable to see. And it's just a beautiful setting. And the dolphins following the boat. It was just, quite a thing to do. Then we jump back on and we go to Bali. Okay. And of course, in Bali, unlike Manado, in Manado, with your dollar going a long way, they don't tip in Manado, in Jakarta. But in Bali, there is tipping because it's more touristy than in the other regions of Indonesia. But in Bali, we then go out on our ride, or to go out and see the amazing things that we got to see, like what was that, the Garuda Wisnu Kencana statue at the Multicultural Center. Huge statue that you see from way afar. That thing is like one of the largest massive statues that's in the world, and it's just an incredible Hindu statue that is just amazing to see. The we then you for the evening you stop off at the Abood Monkey Forest, and you see all these monkeys running, and then at dusk you see the fire dance where they put on this incredible show that all these dancers at sunset are doing. Now we go back out, and the next we go up to Baritan Lake, way up in central Bali. It's up in the mountains, and that's where you see many different temples, Hindu and Buddhist temples that are just, and the peaceful people are so peaceful and so respectful, and we had such a beautiful time up there. There's just, it was incredible to see. And then we went up to the of course, being in Borneo, or excuse me, being in Indonesia, I wanted to go to Borneo to see the orangutans, but that's a little bit out of the way. So instead, we did go to the Bali Zoo, and we got to see the orangutans and to ride elephants, and we got to even see wild elephants in the river that we were able to pass by. It was quite the thing to behold, and we had a fantastic. The beaches there are just so beautiful and just so much to see, and the water is just beautiful.
I saw so many great pictures and things from there. I mean, um, what are like the top 3 things that are in your brain right now that you're still thinking about, having been home now a few months?
With Bali.
With Indonesia in general, not just Bali.
Well, I think the top 3 things, the jungles up in the mountains of Tondano, to see where they make palm sugar, how they pull it out of that was quite a thing to see. There's a lot of rain that comes in that region there, right near the equator and whatnot. And so to see that, how that is made, and they even like distill it for whiskey, but they make palm sugar that is just so. I was putting it on my oatmeal every morning. It was fantastic. The mountains there, Bali, yeah, well, Komodo Island was just incredible. It was fantastic. And then, of course, we did in making it to Jakarta. Um, uh, that's quite a bustling city, as you well know. Um, it's like it's an administrative, industrial, economic capital, and Jakarta. It's huge.
Right,
Its metropolitan area is second only to Tokyo. Um,
right.
Not nobody realizing it's that big, but
Is it ever cool there, or it is always hot?
oh, it in Tondano where we were at, the high was 82, the low was 74 every day, every month. It's that way. You're so close to the equator.
It sounds like you had just an incredible experience, the experience of a lifetime, and that's why I wanted you to share it with the audience here in our community. And part of what my whole show is about is bringing in residents who have done some really incredible experiences like yours. So I do appreciate you coming on today.
And I just want to give a shout out to family that is there. That it really made the. I mean, they were just so warm, receptive, and I mean, it's all a lot about family there, and it was just I felt very welcomed, and it was just they made me feel like a rock star.
Again, I thank you so much for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you in person someday soon.